Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? Hit
the afterburners, kid. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Penix. Using his feet to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Complete downfield. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Moving out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air, it's Penix. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Buys a little time. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Let's go. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Red 54. Red. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Check, check.
This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're trying to get to him. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts up.
Oh, the ball's out! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, North Texas! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Stafford. Firing deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Red 29. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Penix. Gets away. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way, and he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Second down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a third and long.
Single. Blue third E. Blue third.
He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with a completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go. Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie.
Set.
Wants to throw. It's Stafford. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Ready.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Black 18.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
All right, let's get it.
Now
Black.
from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Black 14. Black, step.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game.
Let's go.
First
Red.
down, 10 yards to go.
Red 54.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The ball squirts free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Good awareness by the offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Line getting set on second down.
Halo, halo.
Back to pass, it's Penix. Pocket starts to collapse. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're a QB and you have enough time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field, that's a good day at the office.
Ready?
North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Ready, team.
Takes the handoff. It's Hobbs. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
Let's go.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down.
Loot. Set.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mean Green. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Here we go.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's taking a deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Blue 85.
Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off. Still running at the 40. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly